So I'm down the plot today because there's a few things that are starting to go over, starting to finish off. The cucumbers are one of them. I've had an abundance of cucumbers this year and they've been really good, and it's the first year I'm actually really pleased with the cucumbers. I've had loads. So I grew a variety called Market More, which I'll just put up on the screen now, and they were brilliant. Bit spiky, but they just rubbed off. They were brilliant. So yeah, I'm just actually really pleased with them. So I just thought I'd take this opportunity, because things are starting to die back now, to show you around. And there's a few things that changed, one of which is this. Let me show you. So we are coming up to the end of the kind of allotment year. It's where our rent is due in October, and I think the committee have like a budget that they need to use because they're like a non-profit organisation. So they kindly offered to build me a fence, and it's actually going to go right along here, which means, and I'm really excited about this, and I'm not sure because it is just a little thing, but for me, I'm really chuffed with this, and I'm going to paint this. And yeah, I don't know what colour. So if you've got any suggestions, obviously the shed is pink, but do I go pink? Do I do pink, blue, green? Pop some suggestions in the comments, because I really want to know what you think I should do with this fence colour wise. But look at this. So here I have now my own gate. And I'm so happy with it. It's like a little garden, which is what I've always wanted this to be. A little garden, my garden. And I don't know, this gate just feels like, yeah, it just feels like it. It feels like I'm coming in to my garden. So I don't know, little thing maybe, but for me, I'm really happy with it, and I'm really pleased they've done it for me, and it hasn't cost me anything, which is great. So I just wanted to show you around and show you a few things that are growing, because as I say, a few things I've disappointedly grown off, and also I've got an area and I just want to ask your opinion on it as well. So, but here, this, you may remember a couple of videos ago I decided that I was just going to pull all of the weeds here and just try and make some use of this area and just see what would grow. So I planted the chard, and I've also planted the beans that are here, and I have to say that they've not done too badly. The chard hasn't all survived though, so I did plant the chard coming in a row down here, and I don't know if you can see, but it just now kind of stops here. Which to me says that they've either been eaten or something else has happened to them, but who knows in this grand scheme of allotment garden things. So I don't know if that means that nothing is really going to grow here, or it was just the wrong type of crop to try and grow. So we'll just see how these remaining chards go. These beans I'm really pleased with as well. They're not too bad flower wise, but again, they've not really produced anything at the minute, so I'm just going to see how they go. They were only put in a few weeks ago, so we shall see how they go. I'll show you what I'm planning. It's a bit weedy at the minute because I need to really badly weed this plot, but this is one thing that I've decided to change. So this is all going to be a flower bed next year. I've planted in here, and do excuse the weeds. So I've got a hosta here, which I'm really pleased with. He has been a little bit nibbled, and I know the slugs have really liked him. But I've also got another hosta, which I've also planted over here, which hasn't been so nibbled. So is it a case that I move him? Don't know, but I'm just going to see how they go on opposite ends of the bed. Here so I saw these in Morrison's, and they were just £2 for a plant. they're like cottage garden plants, so I can't actually remember what they are because I did lose the label, but I got a few of them and the hostas were included in it. So I've got these that I've just sort of dotted around, and the plan is that it's going to be a bit of a cottage garden feel here. So yeah, that's the plan. So the cosmos this year has been lovely. I need to deadhead it, but there's always bees on it, so I can never get into it. This little bee, look at him. He's having a lovely time on that. But there's always bees on it, so I can never deadhead it, and I don't like getting too close to bees. But yeah, this is going to be my little kitchen garden. I've also planted like 2 down here, and this was a beautiful rose. It's actually gone over, but it did flower. So I've got 2 roses here, on here. I have noticed as well just a little bit of black spot, so just pull, if you notice any, the roses are prone to them, so if you do notice them, just pull the worst affected leaves off. Don't let them get onto the soil if you can, and just pull the worst affected leaves off. That's what I've read. So as I say, don't let the leaves go onto the soil because it'll infect the soil. But yeah, that's the additions to the plot. So just taking you around, showing you what else is growing. So I've started thinking about what I'm going to grow through sort of the colder months, and I've kind of avoided brassicas because I didn't really eat them, to be fair. Cabbage, boring. Yeah, but then I've discovered, and it's a bit of a late discovery, you can make coleslaw out of it. Did not know that. Quote me, mad, I know, but it never dawned on me that cabbage was in coleslaw. So now I'm deciding to grow some cabbages, and venturing into the brassicas. So you may remember I planted some cabbages here. Here they are. Again, ignore the weeds. I really need to get into this, but it's taking the netting off, and that's the one downside I've noticed to having these nets on. I can't get in to the bed, but it does mean nothing else can get into the bed either. So that's not too bad. But yeah, these cabbages are really starting to, I think these are spring cabbages that I planted. I didn't put the label on them. And then over here, this is the kohlrabi that is starting to grow. Again, I need to get in and get into the weeds, but kohlrabi is looking all right. So yeah, pleased with that. And it was thanks to Will over at the Flying Gardener who got me started on brassicas with the courgettes, crazy 2023. And looking at these courgettes here, a bit of white fly on them. I'm told that was not a problem. But yeah, look at them. They are busting out of this. Again, the netting, it's all through the top. So again, I need to lift the netting on and get into them because they are just starting to really bust out. But look, I think that might even be a courgette. I don't actually know what they look like, but you can see going in, not too bad. It looks like I might have something growing in the middle of them starting. So yeah, thanks Will for that, because it's actually got started growing brassicas. And not missing out the Sway the Baker Challenge 2023, I forgot I planted the Sway the Baker in here. I've kind of forgotten about him, but I looked the other day and I've never grown a successful swede yet, so here it is. I don't know if you can see him. But look, down here, I don't know if you can see through this mesh down there. Some of them are quite small, but I don't know if they're going to crop into proper swedes then. This little beast down here, I don't know if you can see him, down there, he looks alright. So I think I might have one swede, which is a Helena swede. All the others, they haven't really formed a bulb, and I don't know, I would have expected them to really form a bulb by now. I had some coming over here. I had some that were kind of outside, which are here, and you can see it just hasn't really formed a bulb here. So I don't know, but this is another one here. It's not too bad, but it's not the swede I was expecting. So yeah, don't know if they just need a little bit more time, or whether I don't know if I've done something wrong. But yeah, not too bad on that front. So as I say, I'm just starting to plan for winter, and crops that I can sort of overwinter and put in the ground now. Some of these are these turnips. So the turnips, I planted some turnips, I've forgotten the name of it, pak choi, and some lettuce, some all year round lettuce. So these are all kind of planning to go over winter. They are a little bit slug nibbled. The slugs have got to a bit of it, but we'll see. But yeah, quite happy with that. They seem to be overwintering really well. And coming over to the turnip, I had a look the other day, and it looks like it's starting to get a little bulb here, and I did see another one here, just starting to get a little bulb forming, which is nice. Again, just seeing what they do. But the pak choi, little bit nibbled, I have to say, but not too bad, not too bad. This one's the worst, but yeah, you can see. But I'm just literally going to take the leaves off that are really badly nibbled, like this one. Just take them off. Try to encourage it not to eat the pak choi. Again, this one's quite badly nibbled. I'm just going to take it off, and then hopefully it might produce some new leaves. I don't know, but it's just a little bit nibbled, so we'll see. I got some seeds in like a kitchen garden magazine, so I just sown some of them just to see what they kind of did. One of them was this broccoli rab, which is like a 60-day kind of germinating. I think it's going to be ready in 60 days. But looking at it, there seems to be like some little broccoli bits on there. So I don't know if it's going to be ready. But next to it, we've got the cauliflower, which again is an all year round cauliflower. So I'm hoping it's going to overwinter and give me a cauliflower. I'm trying to grow that again for the first time. Yeah, so hopefully it'll just give me a little bit of a broccoli start. So we'll see. One thing that is really changed is my pumpkin. So you may remember me saying I hadn't got a pumpkin. So here is my pumpkin. Look at him. I'm really happy. I've actually got a pumpkin. I didn't think I was going to get one. And he's huge. I'm so pleased with him. Not hollow, but I did lift him off the ground a bit because he was getting a little bit damaged on the bottom. But yes, I have a pumpkin. It was nice. And this whole sweet bed actually, with the squash, it's done really well, and I'm going to do this again with squash, courgettes and sweet corn all planted in amongst everything, because as I say, it's done really well. These are the baby blue Hubbard, and Ali sent me these from my rusty garden, and I'm really excited to see what they actually do, which is good. Yeah, so all in all, courgettes are doing really well. And I did notice the baby blue Hubbard, it's kind of extended its way, because I've got a mystery baby blue Hubbard also in here. There's actually a couple just kind of growing here, so right in the thick of things. Here is the mashed potato squash. Again, Ali very kindly sent this, but this is a mashed potato squash. So, and looks like I've got some spiders on that one. Yuck. But yeah, the mashed potato squash also doing really well. I've got a couple there. I've got 1, 2, 3 mashed potato squash. I think I might have a couple more, possibly. No, not yet. So yeah, pleased with the mashed potato squash, which is all right. And then the courgettes, well, what can you say about courgettes? They just go crazy. And here, these are ones I just leave in because someone at work likes them really big. There's loads of spiders in this bed. But yeah, grew the yellow ones. These are the yellow ones. Again, another massive one there. Yeah, really pleased. Not too bad. So this is the area that I need help with. So where the fence has been put in right along the back here now, one of the things they did is lift up this weed matting that I had down, because I used to use this as a path. So this was actually my path to come into the allotment, and to put the fence they've lifted it. They didn't do it as badly as this, but you can see what I'm thinking of doing. So I'm either going to decide to take the pathway out completely and make it one big bed going right across. That is one of my sort of plans that I'm thinking. Don't know, we'll see. But it's something I'm considering, just having the one bed going across at the back. Really don't know what to do. I'm in two minds. I can either keep the path as it is, so I can have kind of like a path coming down here and then through the back, try not to fall over, but coming through the back and then down along here. That is one option. Another option is that, as I say, I take the path out completely, and kind of have this as one bed. The plan being that I then grow runner beans next year down the back here at the back, and then the courgettes and squash in front of it. We'll see. But at the minute I'm kind of thinking to actually make use of this area a bit more, to put the runner beans at the back next year and then have this as a bed, so taking all of this out, which is why I started pulling the weed membrane right back to see what it looks like. And I think I've made my decision, but what do you think? Do you think it's a good idea, or should I just have the path there, so then I've got access to this bed here at the back? I don't know, but it'll be like an L-shaped path here. So it'll be an L-shaped path at the back here and then down, or do I keep the path so I've got access to this bed as it is, as a rectangle? Don't know. let me know what you think. So yes, the last little bit of update to let you know about is the greenhouse. Well, the greenhouse, I've lost everything in it, in a nutshell. The tomatoes, let me come into the greenhouse, it's not that bad. But this is actually the greenhouse here. So the tomatoes were here and I've pulled them out because they got blight. So not only did I lose my outside tomatoes, I also lost my inside tomatoes, and the door was shut, but of course I've got the automatic window opener, so I think it just got in, which is a shame. And then I noticed these like kind of fly things like buzzing around. And when I had a look at the peppers, wow, look at this. These peppers on the surface things look great. They're really big. This one's nice, but there's little holes here, and again here. And I normally put little bags over the top of them, but I haven't this year because they were in the greenhouse and I thought they'd be all right. But look, you can see. So I think I've lost everything in the greenhouse here, to be honest. These strawberries are all right, obviously, but so this one as well. Ooh. Health and safety in the greenhouse, don't stand on the rake. But this one as well, I mean this one's not too bad actually, but again, hole, look. So look. Health and safety awareness in the greenhouse. Do not stand on the rake. I should put it away, but you know me, I'm so accident prone. If like I'm gonna hit it, I'm gonna hit it and it's gonna do some damage. That's just me. But yeah, I've lost everything in the greenhouse and I'm so disappointed. I can't tell you how disappointed I am. Tomatoes, I love growing tomatoes, and I've never had blight in the greenhouse at all. And I don't know, I just feel like I've put so much energy and time into those tomatoes and nurtured them, and I put feeder in the water system. So they were getting really good feeds and they were all doing really well, and then all of a sudden, boom, gone. And I don't know, it's just made me think, do I actually want to make the time for tomatoes next year? I don't know. I don't know, but I'm just that I just feel like I grew so many varieties this year and I was so excited about them. Tigerellas, Brad's Atomic, ones I hadn't even grown before, and I was so excited for them, and they've just gone. And I don't know, I'm having a bit of a whinge now, but yeah, it's just really annoys me to the point that I just think, I don't know if I want to do it anymore with tomatoes. There you go. I'm sure I will change my mind when it comes to next year, and you all get sowing again, and it's spring and it's all happy. I don't know, but at the minute I just think nah. So right, after my little rant, see what we think. So yeah, I'm really pleased with this. If I look around the plot at the minute, it is just, yes, it's all starting to grow back, but I'm really pleased with this plot this year. Yeah, and I'm really pleased that as much as it pains me to say, I'm really pleased that I did have to actually I'm really pleased that I did actually have to give up that allotment last year, because it has made me invest the time here a bit more. So yeah, we shall see. But yeah, it has kind of made me invest the time here and put the time into this plot a lot more than what I probably did before, and I don't know, I've just got real big plans for next year, like here, taking the path out here, because I had path here, I did have another path here, which you can see I've taken out as well, and just literally put some turnips and lettuce in this bed here, which are all seedlings. Yeah, so taking a few paths out, possibly that one at the back, who knows, but yeah, as always, have a great week everyone, take care, and I'll see you again.